Hello guys, welcome back to another episode of Gunpla Re-Review, and today we'll be looking at more Zakus. Yes, if you guys been following my channel, obviously you guys know that my Gunpla collection consists of mostly of Zakus and mono eyes. In fact, I think 80% of my collections are mono eyes. So I'm very different from your average Gunpla collector. I guess maybe I should just rename the kits, I should just rename them ZEONPla or something like that. I don't really care about Gundams at all. There's only a few Gundams I actually care about. The only thing I really got me into this hobby are mono eyes. If there are no mono eyes in the Gundam franchise, I guess I wouldn't care about the Gundam franchise whatsoever. So anyway, let's go ahead and take a look at some of these guys. So I think I talked about the Origin Zaku extensively in my last couple re-reviews, so we're gonna leave these guys alone just for a little bit. We're gonna talk about them at the end, but first we want to focus on this guy right here. So I talk about this guy in my review of the 0080 War in the Pocket. Obviously, if you guys watch your anime, it's very sad what happened to the pilot of this mobile suit. This is a very unique looking Zaku. Definitely, you can see the difference. Here's your classic Zaku 2 Type C, and you can see the skirts, the body, you know, the legs, everything is almost completely different. The only thing that it share is, like, you know, some similarities in the design. And you know what, I don't know too much about this suit. I didn't read the wiki, but I have a feeling that this suit might not be manufactured by the ZEON company, even though I put the ZEON company logo right here. I feel like this suit is probably made by ZEON, and let me give you a reason why. So anyway, let me bring over a ZEON mobile suit. ZEON is the ZEON's other company that manufacture mobile suits for ZEON. Basically, there's a ZEON company that build like 90% of the mobile suits, and then there's a secondary company called ZEON. They build the Zuda, the Ifrit, and the Gion. And then I think they also, I don't know if they did the Gelgook or not, but you can see the design right here, right? This is an Ifrit, and this is a Zaku 2 FZ. You can see the way the power cables are connected to the front skirt. That's a very, you can see the design similarities. And you can also see the chest section. Now this is like more angular, and you have this red cockpit section right there. This is where the cockpit is for the Ifrit. So there's I suspect it's made by the same company, but you know, that's just what I think. I don't know. I should probably read the wiki, but either that or, you know, the design is highly inspired by the Ifrit. So you can see the back skirt. Kind of, yeah. I mean, it's got 3 thrusters, and the Ifrit kind of has 3 thrusters. So I just think, you know, it's inspired by the Ifrit somehow, because it's actually very different from your typical Zaku. So anyway, with that being said, let's go ahead and take a look at his weapon. So this is the official weapon of the Zaku 2 FZ. So this is very different. It's got a grenade launcher. Oops, let me pull the hand off right here. I mean, articulation is still pretty much the same. This guy has even more limited articulation, only 90-degree bend on the elbow, and we have a double jointed knee like that, but you know, it's hindered by the power cable. And you can lift up the front skirt like that. The back skirt can't. Well, this is technically, well, yeah, you can kind of articulate the back skirt. I'm actually kind of surprised. And the side skirt can go out like that, and it's got that unique hip motion thing where you can swing the hip forward. Again, no ab. Well, wow, there's an ab crunch. Is it an ab crunch? I think that's just the waist. Yeah. Head can go back and forth. You can rotate, kind of. If you swap out to the more Zaku-like head, you can get it to articulate better. Got the butterfly function right here. The shoulder can obviously go perpendicular. Actually no, believe it or not, the shoulder cannot go perpendicular. The pauldron actually gets in the way. That's a little disappointing. Bicep swivel, ball joint for the wrist, and you can articulate the shoulder shield. Let's go ahead and take actually, and not only that, you can adjust the mono eye on this kit. Yep, that's a sticker, and the mono eye cannot move. I think if you switch to the more Zaku style head, you can adjust the mono eye, but on this version right here with the German soldier helmet, you can't adjust the mono eye. So there we go. Still very, very unique design. You can see this guy totally stands out compared to all my other Zakus. So yeah, and that's not it. I have more Zakus. I think over 40% of my Gunpla kits consist of Zakus. Yeah, it's highly disturbing, and I'm still getting more because, you know, they just keep making them. Oh man. Okay, anyway, next off we're gonna talk about this guy, which is also very unique. Obviously this guy stands out more than anything because it's just a ridiculous kit bash of a Zaku. Yeah, I would say this guy probably stands out more than this, just because it's completely ridiculous. Basically they found like a whole bunch of crap and then they just put it on the Zaku. But the way they did it isn't like terrible. You know, I think it actually looked kind of pleasing. You know, usually I try to stay away from stuff that's completely ridiculous. But this one isn't terrible. So, this is the Zaku F2000, Super Zaku F2000, I think. Yeah, it's a super Zaku. And basically what it is the Zaku 2, HUC Zaku 2 F2. Inside this armor. Yeah, it's a basically the same kit. In fact, you have all the parts to build Zaku 2 F2 when you get this kit, so you can build one of the other, and you can like do whatever you want with it. So it's got all the same articulation, well, mostly the same articulation, minus once you put the armor on, it was greatly restricted the articulation. Now all these red parts you do have to paint. I painted all red using Tamiya red. I think it looks pretty cool with all these missile pots. And obviously I threw on a whole bunch of decal on here. So yeah, to spice it up. On the back here, we got some really cool stuff going on. We got these sub arms here that holds the Zaku machine guns. And yeah. And then we got this very cool looking cannon right here with the magazine from the Zaku machine gun. Also got the missile pots. The missile pots are attached to the legs, are now repurposed, attached to the forearms. You still got the grenade right here on the side skirt. I guess if you want to, you can give him extra grenades. Just take the grenade from this Zaku 2 F2 and then just stick it here. So now he has even more equipment. There we go. Crazy. Alright, this is definitely one of my favorite kits. It is severely hindered, well, the articulation is severely hindered due to the fact that it's super bulky, but whatever, it doesn't really matter. He also comes with a giant, what's that, like beam hawk? Yeah, beam hawk axe kind of thing, which I need to go find. It's actually really cool. I do have the review anyway for this kit. If you want to check it out, it's in the playlist. I think it's under non-HUC kits, because this is actually a kit from Gundam Build, what's that? Gunpla Builder Original G or something. Yeah, it's a predecessor to Gundam Build Fighters. So yeah, this is actually one of the feature mobile suit from that series. So yep, basically a very, very customized HUC Zaku 2 F2. Very nice kit. If you don't like the color, you probably want to repaint it, because you know, some people like this purple color, but I'm pretty sure most people are gonna be kind of turned off by this purple color. So it'd be nice if it's actually blue. I think Bandai would probably sell more sell more of this kit if it's like blue or red or something other than, you know, purple. Yeah, just not yellow or orange or something like that. But anyway, alright, so we talk about those guys. Let's talk about the Origin Zakus again. So right here we have a Shard Zaku 2. I was thinking about getting rid of this guy to get the Red Comet version, but you know what? I think I'll just skip the Red Comet version because I still like this guy quite a bit, even though this guy's been snapped up for like over 3 years now. Yeah, almost 3 years, almost 2 years, I think, more than 2 years. So yeah, some of the stickers are kind of coming off. As you can see, these Origin stickers aren't really gonna last you a long time. They just don't stay down too well. Okay, so you notice immediately there's a difference in the chest armor right here. There are these chest Vulcans right here. The regular Zaku Type C doesn't have these chest Vulcans. So this is unique to the Shard Zaku 2. So that's something new. Everything else is exactly the same, minus the commander antenna. So yeah, there we go. So, and next up we have the high mobility type. So basically it's the same kit. It's the the Type C, and this guy just got a different backpack and different legs. So the backpack is really cool. These are the high mobility backpack. Very similar to the one from the HUC high mobility type. It just got more part separation. And more stickers. Yeah, these are all stickers. I wish these were part separation, but oh, what can you do? And here we have the legs right here. Different legs. Obviously, we got the high mobility type legs. These are always very detailed. They look very nice. Yeah. Got the power cables here, stuff like that. Very nice. I like this part. It's a separate color. That's very nice. Actually, I think these parts are supposed to be the same color as the legs, so I probably need to paint those. I just noticed that. Okay, so anyway, different legs, different backpack, and that's pretty much it. This is Ortega's custom, so it's part of the Black TriStar. I need to go find his giant axe. Yeah, that thing is actually pretty cool. So here we go. We have the more Zakus. And I think I still have more Zakus, so we're gonna have to do another episode of Zakus in the future. So stay tuned for that. How many Zakus do I have? I lost count. But anyway, hope you guys find the information helpful, and always remember, SIEG ZEON.